going on over there? We have a lot of chefs attending to this stew right now, I can tell you that. Trying to decide if everything is good. Well, if you weren't comfortable before this started, I hope you are by now. The referees are talking at center ice right now. And I'm sure they're going to have to discuss the potential conditions here. There's always options. You can fix the ice and play on. And Nick McGill-Diaz, the Ice Cats captain's over there checking it out now as well. The other thing you could potentially do, send the teams to the room early, come back out, play the 11:39, although that's a lot. That's a lot of time to try to tack on, and then play the second period. And I think they're just trying to make a judgment call right now as to whether or not they think that that ice is cured. The repair that they did is cured well enough that it's not going to undo itself, because that's the other thing. Okay, great. It might be good right now, but you want to make sure that it's a stable repair and that, you know, the ice is not going to come out in a chunk. So I'm sure they're taking a look at that as well right now. Or we can just put a big old orange cone out there. Everybody skate around it. Obviously, I'm being facetious. They're still standing over it, trying to figure out, I don't know what they're going to end up doing here. Although maybe they got the fans dancing. This certainly doesn't help, obviously, the players having to wait through the delay. And see if they are. I would imagine they're going to try to play on here. Unless there's something just really haywire going on. We are still scoreless here in the first period. Played 8 minutes and 21 seconds first period time, and now the ice crew is coming back out onto the ice. And they're going to take another look at this. Well, it's not like you can just pump a can of Fix-A-Flat into it. But essentially, that is what they try to do. They basically try to fill in all the cracks and the issues, and then very quickly freeze it in place on a fire extinguisher. Well, this is absolutely taking all the momentum out of this first period. Both teams had a couple of good scoring chances in the early going. A lot of supervision required here to get this going, and let's see if they can come up with something. I'll tell you what we're going to do while we've got a moment here. Aiden, let's go ahead. We're going to take a quick optional break here down the network. So we're going to go to optional break A. We'll take a break here. It is still scoreless, 8:21 into the first period. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is Ice Cats Hockey.
Grab me 1-2.
So back here on PD Ice Cats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, and they have indeed sent the teams off to the dressing room area. So what they're going to do is they're going to fix the ice, and I feel pretty safe in saying this is going to get treated as, at the very least, a mini, if not a full-on intermission. The referee's heading off the ice. So what we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and actually shift into our first period intermission report. We will come back and finish the first period separately. But right now, we're basically going to go into intermission mode here because that's what they're doing down there on the ice. They have sent both teams to the locker room, and we're going to go ahead and do exactly that. Come back. We're going to talk about this game so far, the first 8:21 of it. Plus, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and a whole lot more coming your way here in just a minute. So stay tuned. This is Ice Cats Hockey. Back here on Ice Cats Hockey as they continue to try to repair the ice issues to the left of that Monroe Moccasins net. And you can see if you're on the YouTube side, we've got a shot of it there. But they're just trying to get that fixed up as best as they can, make sure that it's not a safety issue for the players. So we've kind of shifted into intermission mode here. Right now, as they are indeed running the Zamboni out there, or in our case, the Olympia, out there on the ice. Shots are 6-1 in favor of Monroe. Parker Rutherford's had a very good start to the game. He's been sharp in there. And Monroe, after maybe the first shift and a half or so of the Ice Cats bringing it to them, Monroe has started to kind of swing that pendulum back the other way and try to attack PD. But between the two teams so far, it's been a little bit of back and forth and not a lot of zone time as far as getting a cycle game generated. A lot of chances coming off the rush for Monroe. They haven't really been able to set up shop the way I'm sure they would like to, but same thing can be said for PD. They haven't been able to really generate a lot off the zone time. I think the line that's been buzzing the most so far is the Zajic-Frolov-Legkov line, and as of late, that has generally been the case. That line has been buzzing pretty good for this Ice Cats team, and then Houston Wilson is out there with Patrick Smarson-Kevics and Elijah Wilson, who just scored his first goal the other night on the power play in an Ice Cats uniform. So now that he's getting it going a little bit, hoping to see some chemistry between those guys as well. But Monroe, again, middle of the week, they played at Athens, and a disappointing result to be certain for this Monroe Moccasins team, at a 7-2 loss at Athens. And that one hurt, because if you look at the standings, the way things sit right now, the Moccasins really want to eat up as much ground as they can between them and Athens. Are now 8 points back, 102-110 heading into tonight's action. And, of course, taking a look at what might even be going on with the scoreboard here tonight, one of the interesting, I guess, quirks of league scheduling is that there is no Columbus in action tonight and no Athens in action tonight. So Monroe kind of operating in a vacuum when it comes to that. They can just pick up points and move freely up the standing. Same thing for the Ice Cats. Twin City is in action tonight. And as we take a look, with 8 games left, including this game here, for the Ice Cats, they're at 72 points. The Twin City Thunderbirds, 9 games left to go, including tonight. Oh, boy. Well, if that's the case, to me, that means that they're going to postpone this. At least that, by the action on the Monroe bench, it's almost like Monroe is saying, we're not coming back out. And now I see the Ice Cats ownership group coming out there. Now, keep in mind, there's 11:39 to go in this first period. And it looks like, oh, we're going to have an announcement. Okay, so that is your answer for tonight. This game is going to be rescheduled, and the rest of it will not be played tonight. So I was told the Monroe Moccasin side was really the unhappy party with the conditions of the ice, and so that means that we are going to go ahead and say keep it tuned to pdprohockey.com for the reschedule. Let's see here. Well, I believe, yeah, we are going to end up playing this on Sunday is what it sounds like here. So, all right, so that's it. We are going to play the game Sunday. Okay, so that means for tonight, that's going to be the end of our broadcast. And I will let you know, and tomorrow night, don't forget, we are playing tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. But tomorrow night, I will have the update for you on, now I assume, here's the other thing too, this is very important. This game is likely to be resumed on Sunday exactly as it stands right now, 11:39 to go in the first period, scoreless. So I believe if we're going to go ahead and play this on Sunday, that we're going to end up doing it starting from this point. If that changes, I'll tell you on the broadcast tomorrow night. So in the meantime, everybody, please come back and join me tomorrow night.